All right, good morning. Yes, guys, how are you doing? So let's begin. Yesterday we were discussing, yes, 44 AA, 44 AB, finished all those things. Now today we have to discuss presumptive taxation and start off with 35 AD, hopefully complete it. Let's see. But definitely we'll have to do the presumptive taxation. So we did presumptive taxation for foreigners, right? Now we have to do presumptive taxation for residents. Yes, 44 AD. So three sections are there: 44 AD, 44 ADA, and 44 AE. This is predominantly for actually AD and ADA are for residents. AE will see. AE will see. So this is what it is. Presumptive taxation 44 AD, ADA, and AE. Well, we are doing tax audit. We saw one dialogue here. Provided this section, what section? Tax audit section. When is tax audit needed? More than 1 crore. It says, provided this section shall not apply to the person who declares, so was inserted in 2017 by Jaitley, who declares profits and gains in accordance with the provisions of subsection 1 of 44 AD, and his total sales, turnover, or gross receipts, as the case may be, in business does not exceed 2 crore rupees in such previous year. So tax audit seen was 1 crore, but they say for 44 AD case 2 crore. So 44 AD is nothing but presumptive taxation. Basically, to be really honest, it's a very good provision. All of us go into this only. 44 AD is business, 44 AD is profession, right? So a big question comes for a teacher like me, whether I'll come under 44 AD or ADA. Because is it a profession or is it, part of a business is what the question. We'll discuss that later. So anyway, here, this clearly shows that government is always for businessmen, because rather than you claiming whatever amount it is, here you can claim a percentage given by government. So 44 AD, if you see, notwithstanding anything to the contrary contained in 28 to 43 C. Now this does not override maintenance of accounts, so that you have to maintain the accounts nevertheless. That is undoubtedly you have to maintain the accounts. There is no second thought about it. Again, we'll quickly revise accounts portion. Specified person, that is those professions, architecture, legal, chartered accountant and all. They have to maintain books. The gross assets is more than 1,50,000 in all the 3 previous years, not any. Non-specified person like businessman, individual HF, income should be more than 2,50,000 or gross asset should be more than 25 lakh. At least 1 out of 3 preceding previous years. Others, on the other hand, others, company, AOP, BOI, firm, LLP, income should be more than 1,20,000 or gross receipts or turnover more than 10 lakh. At least 1 out of 3 preceding previous years. 1 out of 3 preceding previous years. So income more than 2,50,000 or gross assets or turnover more than 25 lakh. At least 1 out of 3 preceding previous years. Then others, company, AOP, BOI, firm, LLP, income should be more than 1,20,000 or gross assets or turnover more than 10 lakh, at least 1 out of 3 preceding previous years. 44 AB, on the other hand, business, turnover more than 1 crore, up to it can go up to 10 crore if both the conditions are satisfied. Cash receipts is less than or equal to 5% of total receipts, and cash payment should be less than or equal to 5% of total payment. And as far as profession is concerned, gross receipts more than 50 lakh. No cash receipt or payment condition should be there in this. Gross receipt should be more than 50 lakh rupees is what they say. So here we have 44AA and here we have 44AB. Now in this 44AB, here it's 1 crore. But for 44AD, they are saying up to 2 crore, no problem. So no tax audit up to 2 CR. Now what is this 44AD? That is what we are seeing. Anything to the contrary contained 28 to 43. See, in the case of an eligible assessee, who is an eligible assessee, we need to see. Engage in an eligible business, sum equal to 8% of the total turnover or gross receipts of the assessee in the previous year on account of such business, a sum higher than aforesaid claim to have been earned by the eligible assessee shall be deemed to be the profit and gains. So 8% is the profit and gains for eligible assessee and eligible business. 8%. So 8% for whom? Eligible assessee and eligible business. So it is 8% for eligible assessee and eligible business. But you see, provided that this subsection has effect for the words 8%, the word 6% had been substituted in respect of total amount of turnover or gross receipts which is received by account pay check or account pay bank draft or through electronic clearing system during the previous year before the due date. So now again in 2017, Arun Jaitley gave benefit to honest taxpayers. This is immediately after demonetization. So they said demonetization change. What the change I am making is, if you have taken through bank account, I will give you a lesser rate. How much? 6% will be the PGBP. But if you have taken through cash, it is 8%. So now it is changed. What are the keywords? Eligible assessee, doing eligible business. What is it? We don't know. We'll see. How much? Generally, if you take cash, how much percentage? 8%. But if you take through bank account in 2017, they said I will further reduce it to 6%. If I earn, let's say 10 crore, if I earn 1 crore, my income I can take only 6 lakhs. Think about it. If I have taken it through bank account. If I have taken it through cash, 8 lakhs. Imagine guys, on 8 lakhs I have to pay tax. That's all. So a businessman earning 1 crore has to pay a tax of 2.4 lakhs. 30% of 8 lakhs. Assuming he's taken it in cash. If he's taken it in bank account, 1.8 lakhs. That's it. Where is 10 crore? That is your turnover. And where is 1.8 crore? He has given, 94 lakhs as expenses. Compare the same with a salaried fellow, poor guy, earning 1 crore salary. Minimum 30 lakhs he has to pay. 25 to 30 lakhs will go. And for him, this and all will come. Surcharge will come. 1 crore, no? That's the problem in India. So businessmen hardly pay tax. And it is smart. If you want to do this thing, if you want to save tax, definitely we should get into, can become a consultant. So people ask me, like one of my friends' wives was earning some 50 lakhs. So she called me up and said, how to save tax? I said, become a consultant. If you become a consultant, you can claim under this 4480. No, then that dialogues. No, that this thing is not there. Or security is not there. They may throw me out. Then if that be the case, if you don't want to take a risk, then be an employee, pay. 50 lakhs means poor thing, she's paying some 10, 15 lakhs. 10, 15 lakhs versus this. Think about it. So here your eligible assessee means what? Or eligible business, we'll see. Eligible assessee means, that is why this section came. In 44AB, no tax audit if your gross receipts etc. does not exceed 2 crore in such previous year. Why? 4480. Why? Your total sales etc. does not exceed 2 crore. Which means they are trying to tell up to 2 crore, no tax audit also. And your eligible business means what? Eligible assessee means what? Any person who is earning up to 2 crore. The moment you earn more than 2 crore, will you be eligible assessee? No. Can you claim under 4480? No. 4480 is for small businessmen. So if I earn 10 crore, will I take 6% of that? No. That's why first I gave 10 crore example, then I immediately changed to 1 crore. Because 10 crore will not come under 44 AD. Who will come under 44 AD? Small businessman. If you're a small businessman, definitely benefit is given under 44 AD presumptive taxation. So to basically what used to be the problem was if I used to earn 1.5 crore, I will take 6%, 8%. But then assessing officer used to tell you have to get tax audit also done. Why? Because your total sales is more than, the total sales is more than 1 crore because 44 AB is 1 crore. So 2, 3 changes came in 2017. One change was this. That time only they added. They said, no, the the turnover limit for whom? Small businessman is 2 crore. So up to 2 crore, there is no need of what? Tax audit. Then they made one more change here. 1 crore was increased to 10 crore, remember, in 44 AB. If how much? 5% cash payments and 5% cash receipts. That also they made the change. But either way, for specified businesses, your total turnover, I don't care about cash and all that. Total turnover, if it is less than 2 crore, no need of tax audit. So what would be the eligible assessee? Any person is earning up to 2 crore. This was what was there till 2023. Nirmala aunty changed that. We will see that. No problem. Sorry? Maintenance of accounts, nothing. That also we'll see. We'll see everything here. Here it's there. We'll see. So if you see, main change that came earlier was it was 1 crore. It was 1 crore. So it was very, very annoying. In 44 AD, it was 1 crore. In 44 AB, it was 2 crore. Confusing. So what was the main change in this amendment in 2000? We will see. Substituted for 1 crore by the Finance Act 2017. So this 2 crore was changed in 2017. Earlier it was 1 crore. So till 2016, so you see the history just for your information. First of all, before 2010, it was 40 lakh rupees. So they made it of 60 lakh. And in 2012, again, it was something else. They made it of 40 lakhs. Then I think for 20 or something. Then they doubled it. And then in 2012, they made it 60 lakh rupees. Then in 2017, till 17, it was 1 CR. Right? So 40, then it became 60, then 1 crore. That all you leave. So substituted for 1 crore by the Finance Act with effect from 1/4/2017. So from 1/4/2017, they made it 2 crore. So at least they aligned. This was 2 crore because until 2016, here it was 1 crore, there it was 2 crore. Full confusion. So to align everything, they made it 2 CR, 2 CR. Then something else, they changed it. We'll see, no problem. We'll make proper charts and all to understand that. No problem. Who is an eligible assessee? An individual HUF partnership firm who's a resident, but not a LLP as defined under LLP Act. So it is individual HUF partnership firm. Right? So here you see all the gross receipts received by account pay check or account pay bank draft is separate. So let's make proper charts, guys. So write down somewhere. This is I'm making it for the first time because it's amended. After that, we'll connect everything and make another chart. So this is just 44 AD. Only when we make charts like that, everything will be clear. Nothing to worry. Again. Forty-four AD. So tell me first what all should be there, guys. It should be an eligible assessee. Next, eligible business. And what percentage will be PGBP? Next, turnover limit is as amended by Finance Act 2023. As amended by Finance Act 2023. So eligible assessee, eligible business, percentage of PGBP and turnover. What should be the turnover or gross receipts of the person? Now tell me, like this you should make charts. I'm just trying to tell you how to make charts. Tell me, first of all, first how do you figure out eligible assessee? Here only it is there. Those are the keywords. Automatically will come to know when you're reading. 8% of total turnover or gross receipts will be PGBP, or you can claim higher also. Minimum should be how much? 8%. And deemed it is, deemed profits. And 8% will be 6% if amount of total gross assets, etc., received by account pay check or account pay bank draft or NEFT, IMPS and all those things. So basically, what percentage of PGBP this we can write down first. If received through what? Tell me. Account pay check / account pay bank draft. Then electronic clearing system, etc. Then you should take 6% of gross total receipts or gross receipts, or you see that gross assets or total turnover. 6% of gross receipts or total turnover. Now, what is gross receipts total turnover? We'll write here. We haven't done it. 6%. This came in Finance Act 2017. Just for your reference. Immediately after demonetization. When was demonetization? November 2016. November 8th. I was in a Chinese restaurant in Koramangala eating noodles. And TV, this guy came November 8th. Mitron, he told. Everyone was shocked. Actually, I was eating. I didn't realize. Other fellows, I'm sure they would have a lot of black money. For being shocked, you should have black money. To have black money, first of all, you should have money. In 2017, when Chaprasi fellow I was, I just started off. I mean, the thing is, it was just kicking off slowly. It had been 4-5 years, but still, not money was not there. So for me, no tension. I was having noodles. Other fellows, poor guys, they were, what do you say, very shocked. I can still remember their faces. Some people stopped eating only and ran because that midnight onwards stopped. So imagine the people. One of my friends had sent me a picture of his. He's in Davangere, money lender. He is his father is money lender, superb money. So till then, nobody had given him whatever money he had lent. Nobody were repaying him. Next day, everyone came in Gonichila on gunny bags inside full old cash. I said, take it. I said, no, I will not. No, why you will not take? I am repaying my full loan. He had lent money and he had sent recovery agents. My friend also is recovery agent only. For his father, he works. So, first thing of recovery agent is bodybuilder. So, both brothers are bodybuilders. So, that guy did CA with me. He couldn't clear, but then a very good friend of mine. So, he sent me picture the next day. His entire room full cash, stacked up like that. Like, what you do? What you will do? Anyway, smoke, put out one, lighter. That's all, no choice. But anyway, he converted. Bangalore only he came and he converted. Again, CS, actually demonetization, though it was a good idea, it was little failure. Why? Because of people only. Bankers, politicians, chartered accountants. So he converted. He came to a big name in Bangalore, converted. That fellow took 20% cut, CA. So some 10 crores he collected, 2 crores he pocketed, CA. Imagine. Because you have to give, no, for conversion you need to give. To bankers, you have to give some cut. Everybody to give to get. So ultimately of 10 crores, he got around 6-7 crore. He was happy. 7 crore, I got 3 crore, gone. It's like cost of doing business. So anyway, so that's why they said if you've taken through bank and all, yes, 6%. But if received otherwise, this was always there. 8% of gross turnover. Gross receipts or turnover. This is what? Deemed to be profits. Deemed to be profits there. These are deemed to be profits. Can I show higher? Yes, this is minimum. These are minimum profit. Can show higher. Why would you want to show higher? It's always better if you have little high amount in your, what do you say, return. Because if you want to give loan, get loan and all, and it should be like fair also. If your expenses are not so much, you cannot show 6%. You should show little more. It's fine. Your expenses are just around 40%, 50%, 60%, no problem. Show 40% profit, nothing will happen. Because they will not, if you show higher, they will not ask questions. The moment you show 6%, they will ask questions. What if it's less than 6 or 8%? Then what to do? We'll come to that. Anyway, this is done, guys. And now come to eligible assessee. So that's how we should make charts. If you come to eligible assessee, what is there here? Individual HUF partnership firm resident, but not LLP. LLP not covered. and who has not claimed deduction under 10A, 10AA, 10B. These are all specified provisions, guys, for SEZ, Special Economic Zone. There you will get 100% deduction. So you take deduction there also, then claim here also 6%. No. Under any of Chapter 6 or deduction under any provisions of Chapter 6A, ATC, ATD, all that under the heading in relevant assessment here you cannot claim. Chapter 6A deduction. Under the heading C. It is income based deduction, not investment based deduction. So if you see Chapter 6A, see in that all these things come. Starts with ATA. This is point number A. So all this will come here. Then HHBC, how many things are there? ATI. These are all income based deductions. Profits, C. Profits or gains. Part C. So if I am into presumptive taxation, can I have ATC, ATD and all can I claim? Yes. ATH onwards not allowed. Because ATH are income based deductions. ATC, ATD and all investment based deductions. Obviously. So only part C, should be careful. Part C onwards, no. ATH onwards not allowed. ATH onwards not allowed. So who's an eligible assessee? Both conditions. You should be an individual Hindu undivided family, then partnership form plus resident. Generally, when I use the word firm, LLP is covered generally. If I use the word firm in Indian Partnership Act, only partnership firm will be covered. If I use the firm in company law, it will include partnership firm, sole proprietorship firm, etc. Because firm, I mean LLP separately given. In LLP Act, LLP means LLP. In LLP Act, firm means partnership firm. But in Income Tax Act, firm means what? Everything. Partnership firm, sole proprietorship firm and LLP. But here specifically they have given it will not include LLP. That's why specifically they have given will not include LLP. Individual plus HUF plus partnership firm plus resident plus and who has not claimed any deduction under 10A, 10AA, 10B, 10BA. That is all SEZ. SEZ deductions he should not have taken. SEZ and export oriented deductions. I'll write it generally plus it is not or plus should not have taken, should not have availed SEZ deductions, export oriented deductions. Third one, ATH onwards. That is part C of chapter 6A. Not allowed. Part C of chapter 6A not allowed. Now, eligible SSE is this. Eligible business, any business except the business of plying, hiring, leasing of goods referred to in 44A. So that's the best part. Any business, anything you can take now. Small business, any business except 44A. And total turnover or gross receipts does not exceed 2 crore. This 2 crore also came from 2016, sorry. Finance Act 2016. Effect from 1/4/17. So eligible business, write it here. Yeah, but it will come there only, that's why. So what should it be? Eligible business. First, should not be plying of goods carriage. Plying, hiring or leasing of goods carriage. Under section 44AE and basically any business. Turnover or gross receipts. Turnover, gross receipts in previous year. How much, guys? Should not exceed 2 crore. Less than or equal to 2 crores. Finance Act 16. In 44AB, what was the scene? It was 1 crore. It was creating confusion. In 44AB, it was 1 crore. It was creating confusion. So in this Act, Finance Act 2016 made it 2 crore. Correct? In 44AB, it was 1 crore. So till, I'll write it here, till 2016. Till 2016, in 44AB also tax audit limit was 1 crore. In 44AD also turnover limit was 1 crore. So no problem. If you go beyond 1 crore, then you have to take both the, you have to take tax audit also. Then what happened in 2016? Is till 2016. In 2016, this they made it 2 crore, 44AD. This remained 1 crore. Confusion. So if I am earning 1.5 crore, I can take presumptive taxation under 44AD, but assessing officer said, sir, please take tax audit. Tax audit is an additional burden. So they went and represented saying, what is this nonsense? So you see, that's why 44AB also amended here from Finance Act 2017. But they made it with effect from 1/4/17 only, see, to make it level playing field. So this is assessment, which means from 16/17 only. Same, right? So in 2017, this also was made 2 crore and this remained 2 crore. This is okay, no problem. If it is going beyond 2 crore, tax audit. And if it's going beyond 2 crore, 4480 also won't come. Correct? 4480 also won't come. Now what to do? 16, 17 done. Now what to do? Now you see in 2023. Again change. What change? We'll first read 4480. Following proviso shall be inserted after subclause 2 of clause B of explanation to section 44AD. This one, here only. Where the amount or aggregate of the amounts received during the previous year in cash. They brought that 44AB scene, 5% thing. does not exceed 5% of the total turnover or gross assets of such previous year. This subclause shall have effect as if for the word 2 crore rupees, the word 3 crore rupees has been substituted. What are they saying? The receipt of amount by a check drawn on a bank or by a bank draft which is not account payee shall be deemed to be the receipt in cash. Bank or a bank draft which is not account payee shall be deemed to be receipt in cash. So account payee check, account payee bank draft. And actually ECS is not written, but that also will be. If I go to that level, you will go mad. It only says account payee which is not account payee. What about ECS, NEFT, Paytm? That also, if you see the wordings, it is unfortunately deemed to be in cash, but let's not go there. Let's take cash. So here what has changed now, guys? If you have taken less than or equal to 5%, then I will substitute it to 3 CR. So now what has changed? This is still there. So Redbit 2013. This was 2016. Now this thing changed in Finance Act 2023. If receipts, if less than or equal to 5% of gross receipts or turnover is in cash. If more than 5% is in cash, then limit is 2 crore. If it is less than or equal to 5%, limit is increased to 3 crores. Limit will be increased to 3 CR. So in 2023, what was this year? Here I am making change. 44 AD, what will happen? Split into 2 crore and 3 crore. Now my question is, if your turnover is 2.5 crore, do you need tax audit or not? Your turnover is 2.5 crore. Huh? Tax audit? If cash receipts are less, okay. 44 AD will come, that's okay. But will tax audit come? You see, you will show 8%, okay, no problem. 8% will be, turnover will be 3 crore, you will show 6%. Because you have taken not in cash, so you will show 6%. For the ones you have taken in cash, 6%, sorry, 8%, not taken in cash, 6%. So there it is split into two. In this 3 crore, what is 5% of turnover? The turnover is 3 crores, assume. What is 5%? 1.5 lakhs, correct? 1.5 lakhs, that's it. So if 1.5 lakhs you have taken in cash, more than 1.5 lakhs if you have taken in cash, then it will come to 2 crore only. Right? If you have taken 1 lakh in cash, that's 1 lakh in cash. Is it less than 5%? Correct? So assume, for example, out of 3 crore, 1 lakh was in cash. Since it's less than 5%. 44 AD limit is now how much? 3 crore. If it goes beyond 3 crore, 44 AD will not come. But what will be the tax, guys? For 2.9 crore, it will be deemed profit of how much? For 2.9 crore, it is 6%. Why? It's not taken in cash. For 1 lakh, it will be 8%. That is how you should see. Understood? That's how you should see. So this will be deemed profit. And on that, tax rate. But if 5 lakhs was cash, 4480 will not come only. You should know that. 5 lakhs is in cash and the limit will be reduced to 2 crore. That's the beauty of it because of the amendment. So in this above example, not 5 lakhs, sorry. What is 5%, guys? It is 15 lakhs, not 1.5 lakhs. My bad. 15 lakhs. Correct? 5% of 3 crore is 15 lakhs. 10% is 30 lakhs. 5% is 15 lakhs. In the above example, if 20 lakhs was in cash, since more than 5% is in cash, 44 AD limit is 2 crore. And in this case, 44 AD is not applicable since turnover is more than 2 crore. Are you getting it? These are all the new provisions that have come. Because of one small change, so many changes, so many implications rather, because of the amendment. Which one? Gross receipts is this turnover only. Yeah, here you see. Amount or aggregate of the amount received during the year in cash does not exceed 5% of the total turnover or gross assets. That is cash or purchases, no? Sales or purchases. Cash sales or cash purchases. See, there you see 44 AB. Including the amount received for sales. They have given this. All amounts received. Including the amount received for sales, turnover or gross assets. Here that wording is not there. Amount or aggregate of amounts received during the previous year in cash. Which one? Rule 6DD is only for which one? 48.3. Nothing else. It's only for 48.3. That was 48 is for cash payments anyway. Right? So here you're talking about receipts, not payments. Received. Which one? Definitely. It doesn't override 269 ST at all. So if you receive more than 2 lakhs per transaction, then yes, 269 ST will come. 100%. Which one? If you take money more than 2 lakh for a single transaction, transaction wise, then definitely you can 44 AD you can go, but you will have to pay the fine under 271 DA. How much? Up 100%. All that is there. So that is what it is. Now you see the same stuff has been given to 44 AE also. Anyway, So this is what it is, 2 crore rupees. The word 3 crore rupees has been substituted. Now we still haven't finished this area here. I asked this question. 44 AD, it is what, 2 crore and 3 crore. That's okay. But what about 44 AB? If my income is 2.5 crore, do I need to go for tax audit? This was the main thing. In tax audit section, if you see in 44 AB, this dialog was still there. Provided this section shall not apply to a person who declares profit and gains in accordance with the provisions of subsection 1 of 44 AD. That's what is subsection 1 of 44 AD, 8%, 6%. And this total sales turnover or grosses, as the case may be, does not exceed 2 crore in the previous year. But my question here is, what if you are earning 2.5 crore? Right? So in previous year 23, 24, if turnover is 2.5 crore, then 44 AD will come. Correct? 44 AD will come, assuming what? Cash receipts is less than 5%. But the question is, will 44 AB come? Tax audit, will it come or not? I'm not talking about maintenance of accounts. Maintenance of accounts, no tension. Tax audit, you see the dialog here, 44 AB just says 2%. 2 crore. Or 2 crore. Does not exceed 2 crore. But you see one more they have added here. This section shall not apply to a person who declares profits and gains for the previous year in accordance with provisions of subsection 1 of 44 AD or subsection 1 of ADA, because there have been changes both in AD and ADA. Here also same thing. This section shall not apply to the person who declares profit under subsection 1 of AD and ADA. So same thing they have repeated, but this is still missing. So conservatively, what should I do? Because this earlier provision was only in 2017 inserted, only and only for whom? 44 AD. Because there is a mismatch between that 1 crore and 1 crore, 2 crore. So they have made it 2 crore. This they have not made it 3 crore. And here they have told provisions of subsection 1. But in 44 AD, whatever we are doing is explanation. It's not about 44 subsection 1. But the question is, 44 AD1 says what? In the case of an eligible assessee, engage in eligible business. So if I declare 6%, 8%, and I'm an eligible assessee and eligible business, then is it in accordance with 44 AD1? That's one more doubt. So this will be open to litigation. This will definitely be open to litigation. That is between 2 crore and 3 crore, what to do? Why? Because it says in accordance with 44 AD1, if you do, then no need of tax audit. But 44 AD1 will have all the components of eligible assessee, eligible business, and 2 crore, 3 crore. So will 3 crore provision will be coming under subsection 1 only, or is it separate? 100% litigation. Conservatively, what should I do? Conservative, so that no litigation comes. If it is more than 2 crore, less than 3 crore, 44 AD will definitely come. But in the sense you can claim 44 AD. But tax audit also better if you get it done. This will definitely open for litigation because the wordings are not clear. So if anybody comes to you, you can tell, rather than telling, so let's take a risk, better to tell, get the tax audit done. because of this dialogue here. It's very weird. Here they have told subsection 1, here also subsection 1, no change. But here and is there, no? That's the problem. Then I can say, why did this come? This was not needed only. Everything is in accordance with subsection 1. Because subsection 1 has the dialogue of eligible business, which they have already defined in explanation. Their explanation explains subsection 1, so there is no need, you can tell. But tomorrow, if an assessing officer takes whatever I am telling now, if he takes that view, simply litigation. So, consultancy point, you can ask the client, you want conservative or you want to take a risk? Sir, I want to take a risk, then no, don't get it done. Conservative, then okay, get it done. Right? So, not nicely framed in my opinion. They should have added this also. Because they made a change of 2023, they made a change from 2 crore to 3 crore. Here also they should have added one line saying that, and the total sales turnover or gross as the case may be does not exceed, no problem, does not exceed the, what do you say, amounts as given in those respective sections of 44 AD and ADA. Like that they should have given. Like when they have given it here, they should have added that here, not added. For that, did you understand this logic? So, which one? 2 crore will be substituted to 3 crore. Correct. Following, correct. The first proviso shall be substituted for the existing proviso, the 44 AB by this one. So this is the first proviso. Following first proviso, the existing proviso. Yeah. So this will go. That's what. That is goes. That's the question now. What will happen? In accordance with 44 AD and AD1, ADA1 is what? You see, first proviso shall be substituted for the existing proviso to 44 AB by the Finance Act. So this one, how to interpret that? That's the problem. So if you see, for that, obviously we need to read the memorandum to understand what they meant. Check it out. The existing provisions of 44 AD of the Act provide for presumptive income for small businesses. This scheme applies to certain resident assessees carrying on eligible business. They have given here, see, turnover asset of 2 crore or less. Under this scheme, sum equal to 8 or 6% of the turnover is deemed to be the profits. If assessee has claimed to have earned higher, then the sum is taxable, no problem. Section 44 ADI you leave. Under 44 AB, every person carrying on business is required to get his accounts audited if total sales turnover exceeds 1 crore. Limit is raised to 10 crore, where 95% is non-cash. Thus, those opting for and fulfilling the conditions laid in the presumptive scheme are exempt from audit under this section. If you use presumptive taxation, no tax audit. So, where is that given? Here. Where an eligible assessee declares profit for any previous year in accordance with the provisions of this section, and he declares profit for any of the 5 assessment year relevant to the previous year succeeding such previous year, not in accordance with subsection 1. He shall not be eligible to claim benefit of the section for 5 assessment years. We'll see that. Notwithstanding anything contained in the foregoing provisions, eligible assessee to whom provisions of subsection 4 are applicable and whose total income exceeds maximum amount which is not chargeable to income tax, it exceeds the basic exemption limit, then he shall be required to maintain such books of accounts and other things under 44 EB. So, if you see, in other cases, there is really no need to maintain the books of accounts or tax audit. Same thing we saw in 44AB also, that if you follow presumptive taxation, no need. So the problem here, that's what they have given here. Those opting for and fulfilling the conditions laid down in presumptive scheme are exempt from audit. Representations have been received for increasing the threshold for eligibility of availing benefit of presumptive schemes in order to benefit more persons in the small and medium segment. In order to ease compliance and to promote non-cash, it is proposed to increase the threshold for presumptive in section 44AD and ADA on fulfillment of certain conditions. ADA we'll see later. Under 44AD, for eligible business where the amount or aggregate of amounts received during the previous year in cash does not exceed 5%, threshold limit of 3 crores will apply. The receipt by a check drawn on a bank or by a bank draft which is not account payee shall be deemed to be receipt in cash. Provisions of 44AB of the Act shall not apply to the person who declares profits and gains of the previous year in accordance with provisions of subsection 1 of 44AD. So they're saying provisions of 44AB tax audit will not apply if you follow the presumptive method. So going by the explanation given here, what do you feel? Will tax audit come or not for 2.5 crore? Will not come. Got it? That's how I did not show you this. First, I just wanted to show you how to interpret. 2.5 crore. So here also they have given very clearly. Those opting for and fulfilling the conditions laid down in presumptive scheme. What are the conditions? Same, cash, non-cash, same thing. Are exempt from audit under this section. So even though the wordings here are 2 crore and all those things, shall not apply to a person who declares profit and gains of the previous year in accordance with the provisions of 44AD and ADA. So no tax audit if you follow provisions of 4481. 4481 declaring profits in accordance with 4481, but 81 the declaration of 6% and 8% is based on turnover, and turnover limits are also given in 4481 only through an explanation. That's why you should see the explanation memorandum to understand what they are trying to tell. They are not trying to tell about tax audit at all in this. They are trying to tell about relaxation. Because they say increasing the threshold. And if they wanted to make tax audit applicable, they would have told. However, tax audit is applicable for the ones who's going beyond 2 crore and less than 3 crore. They would have given. So the intention of lawmaker is to give benefit. If I am giving from 2 to 3 crore, if I give tax audit is also mandatory, it is absurd. So going by the explanation, what is the logic? Logic is what? No tax audit. But is it still open to litigation? Yes. Assessing officer are mental fellows. They will say this. But, I mean, if you see the explanatory memorandum, it is very abundantly clear that tax audit is not required. Got it? That's why I always read the explanatory memorandum. Things will be very, very clear. So here coming to conclusion, to conclude this one, will 44AB come? As per memorandum explaining finance bill, intention of legislature was to increase the threshold only and not make tax audit applicable. Only to increase the threshold. And they have given a dialogue. If you follow all the conditions of presumptive taxation, no need of tax audit. That dialogue they have given here. That's the intention of law actually. Wording should have intention is supreme here. Those opting for and fulfilling the conditions laid in the presumptive scheme. What's the condition? Same, cash don't take, all that, are exempt from audit under this section. They have given the intention very clearly. So tax audit would not be applicable ideally. So that's what turnover, that 2 crore has been shifted to now less than or equal to 5% of gross turnover in cash, 3 crore. More than 5% cash, 2 crore. For of the example, if 20 lakhs was taken in cash, that will be more than 5%. So in that case, 44 AB seen will not come only. Sorry, 44 AD will not come. Yeah, cash receipt only. Cash receipt. 44 AD will not come since turnover is more than 2 crore. Now tell me, will tax audit come or not? What about tax audit? It will come by. Tax audit limit will be 10 crore if cash receipts and cash payments less than 5%. Here, cash receipts is more than 5%. Yes, it will come. Since 10 crore limit will not apply. ₹1 crore limit under section 44 AB will apply. ₹1 crore limit will apply. 10 crore will not apply. Apart from that, guys, we see in the section, any deduction allowable under 30 to 38 shall, for the purposes of subsection 1, be deemed to already have been given full effect. Means what? Additional depreciation you will not get, depreciation you will not get, 30 to 36 you will not get, general deduction 37 you will not get. Presumptive, everything is allowed. The written down value of any asset of an eligible business shall be deemed to have been calculated as if the eligible asset had claimed and actually allowed depreciation. That's all. Relevant assessment years. So here they are trying to tell if the once you have opted in for it, where an eligible business declares profit for any previous year in accordance with the provisions of this section. This year I opted for it. And it declares profit for any of the 5 assessment years relevant to the previous year succeeding such previous year. And in the next 5 years, in 1 year also, I have breached the condition. Means what people were doing was what? This also came in 2016. People were opting in, opting out, opting in, opting out, their choice. 1 year opt in, 2nd year opt out. What is this nonsense? So they say once you opt in and next 5 years, any of the 5 years, you are opting out. Not in accordance with subsection 1 means you are opting out. Once you opt out, shall not be eligible to claim the benefit of the provisions of this section for 5 assessment years subsequent to the previous year in which you have not declared as per this section. So they're telling opt in, opt out and all you cannot do. Once you opt in, that's it. And only once you can opt out. If you opt out, 5 years block. Till 5 years you cannot come back again. Good. Otherwise people will keep on do 1 year this, 1 year that. No. An eligible assessee to whom provisions of subsection 4 are applicable, opt in, opt out, and whose total income exceeds maximum amount which is not chargeable to income tax, means what? Exceeds the basic exemption limit, shall be required to keep and maintain books of accounts and also get tax audit deadly. The day you opt out, because that you have not, subsection 4 will apply then, you have opted out, so what will happen for you? Accounts maintain, tax audit you do. For any amount, they are not even telling, the limit of 10 crore, 1 crore. You opt out, gone. So dangerous. That's why opt in, opt out scene, you should be very careful. And whose total income exceeds the maximum amount not chargeable to income tax, means exceeds the basic exemption limit, then you will have to maintain the books of accounts also and get them audited also. Specifically, they are given the section. No need to see the limits here. Should not see the limits. Provisions of this section will not apply to person carrying on profession. Why? Because profession will come under 44 ADA. Or person earning income in the nature of commission or brokerage, stock broker, or any commission that you are getting, real estate agent commission will not be coming under this section. Or any agent, if you are an agent, real estate agent, any agent for that matter, you cannot claim under 44 AD. Right? So basically, here only you can write in that eligible assessee who are not covered. Let's write it here. Not covered. 1. Professional under section 44A. Who is that? Those medical, chartered accountant, doctor. Then any commission, brokerage. Third one, any agent, not covered. Now it tells the question, I am a chartered accountant, I am into teaching. Will it come under 44 AD or ADA? ADA is for professionals. Professionals covered under 44A can go to 44 ADA. Tell me. Am I doing CA services or business? This is a common question. Many people go to ADA, which is wrong. I was also going, before I started in-depth studies of taxation, initial years I was also going for ADA only. Then I thought, no, in ADA actually percentage is high. So here what I do is very simple, guys. The limit is 3 crore. No, I don't take any money. I take everything in my company's account. Company pays me some salary. Best. So it will be well within the limit. 2 crore, well within the limit, then what I'll do? I can go under 44 AD. So I will take salary not as an employee. I'm a director, so I'll take consultancy fee. So obviously it's business. So you should go under 4480. I'm very much part of 4480. Income tax department also has not sent any notice till now. Right? Because I have logic for everything. So it's fine. So it is 4480 only. If you are a practicing CA, then it will come under ADA. Just because you are a CA doesn't mean it is 44 ADA. It depends on the nature of business. If I was taking everything in my own account, then it would have been a problem because, of course, then 44 AD limit would have been breached, and moreover, then full confusion. ADA will come, AD will come, don't know. So, better to do this, thing which is logical. Why not? Right? Yes. I had asked this to VG sir also, Vinod Gupta sir. He also told the same thing. He's been doing it since years. It's fair. He also takes from the company. That's obviously because the director is working in the company, so why not? So it's fine. It's all very, very legal, extremely as per the law itself. That is the opt-in scheme. So let's see the notes now. So here I can say refer running notes or amendment. 6%, 8%. This we have seen. Carrying on specified business, specified profession, commission, agency. If you have availed deduction here, income-based deduction under Chapter 6A, especially 80H onwards. 80H to 80RRB. Reductions under 30 to 38, including depreciation, shall be deemed to have been allowed. WDV is deemed to be actually allowed, no tension. So, though you calculate WDV as per the tax books, will you take it as a debit to P&L account? No. This is also very, very important point. We'll see in advanced tax. Advanced tax, guys, generally for everybody, there are 4 installments. When should you pay? 15th? 15th of when? No, June, then September, then December, then March. But for persons covered under 44, we'll see in the advanced tax section. No need to have 4 installments. Full amount you can pay by 15th March. So for that fellow, that 234C and all will not come. 234C is delay in paying advance tax. Not come. Not needed. Mr. Karan, an eligible SC whose gross assets do not exceed 2 crore any of the assessment furnishes the following details. Assessment year 18, 19, 19, 20, 20, 21. 1.9 crore, 1.8 crore, 2 crore. Income declared by assessee 15 lakh 20, 14 lakh 40, 13 lakh. 8%, 8%, 6.5%. This is assume he has taken cash, otherwise it will be 6%. So you can write here assume cash receipts. Otherwise, it will be a problem. In the above case, Mr. Karan has opted for presumptive taxation at 44 AD in 2018-19 and 1920 and offered amount of 8%. However, in assessment year 2021, since the assessee has declared income tax at lesser than the specified percentage, means what he has opted out. He has to maintain books as per 44A and gets his books audited also. Since Mr. Karan has not offered income as per provisions of 44AD, he is not eligible to claim benefit for 5 assessment years. Deadly. Once you opt in, you have to show 8% or more, or 6% or more, as the case may be. The moment you show less, gone. So if you show less than 6% or 8%, maintain accounts also, books out. Sir, but that 1 crore, 10 crore, no, that nothing will apply. Full, you have to get tax audit done mandatorily. 2 crore is the receipts. I am showing 1 lakh as profit. I have to maintain accounts and get the tax audit done. Sir, but tax audit limit is 1 crore, 10 crore, nothing will apply. That's why specifically they have given a section. Right? That's the scheme. Yes, that's the problem. That's the wordings clearly given. So that's why you should not plan that. If you see memorandum, they increased the limit in 2016, as I told you, for 2 crore rupees, and also opt in, opt out. They have given example there only in a memorandum. An eligible assessee claims to be taxed on presumptive basis under 44AD for assessment year 17-18 and offers 8 lakh on turnover of 1 crore. How much? 8%. For assessment year 18-19, 19-20 also offers the same. However, for 2021 he offers 4 lakh. 4% he offers. In this case, since he has not offered income in accordance with 88 for 5 consecutive assessment years, the assessment after assessment year 17-18, he will not be eligible to claim benefit for the next 5 assessment years, that is from 21 to 25-26. As I told you, since the turnover limit has been enhanced, it is proposed to provide that eligible assessee shall be required to pay advance tax. However, in order to keep the compliance minimum in his case, it is proposed that he may pay advance tax by 15th March of the financial year. Deadly. These amendments will take effect from 1st April and will accordingly apply in relation to assessment year 17-18. Means what? Financial year 16-17. So that's what. So for if you opt in and keep changing within 5 years, then you have to maintain the accounts. Very simple. Yeah, declaring less is opt out. No, if it's minimum 8, more than 8, then it is, what do you say? What do you say? It is presumptive. I mean, if it's more than 8%, then it's fine only, no? You're filing under 44AD, but more than 8%. Why would you want to maintain accounts and why do you want to go to normal ITR 3? When will you have to maintain that? Only if it is less than 8%. If it is more than 8%, better to go under this section only. No? When will you actually opt for ITR 3? When you feel your income is less than 8%. Only then you should go. So if you want to do more than 8% and still go to ITR 3, then that doesn't make any sense. So Only when you have losses, etc., you want to claim something, then only you will go to other things. That's what it says. So if you see, they have given here declares profit relevant to, and if you see, it doesn't say any other section. It only talks about profits less than that. You see here, declares profit for any year in accordance with provisions, and it declares profit for any of the financial year succeeding such year not in accordance with provisions of subsection 1. Are they telling that he is filed a different ITR? No, they're only talking about profits, not in accordance. What is accordance? 8 or more. What is not in accordance? Less than 8. And less than 8, have they told about 44 AD? No, they have told 44 AD1. Right? So very clearly they have given, which is means less than 8 or 6%. So once you opt in, you should maintain minimum 5 years. That's what they're saying. Within 5 years, again, if you play around, then you have to maintain books of accounts and you will not be allowed to enter for how many years? 5 years. They are trying to tell you just don't come in, next year go out, again come in. No. Once you come in, 5 years you stay. Within 5 years, if you play around, from the year you played around, 5 more years not allowed. Seven years I opted in for 44 AD, assume. 8th year I changed. Is there a problem? 8th year I opted out. I said I don't want this. I'll declare lesser amount. I'll go to normal provisions. Will tax audit be needed for that? 7 years I maintained 44 AD. 8th year I said my turnover is 9 crore. I will just put 5 lakhs as the income. What do you think? No. That's fine. Profit has not been declared in accordance with, that's okay. And yes, maintain, you see. Total income exceeds the basic exemption limit. He shall be required to keep and maintain accounts and audit report only for which provisions of subsection 4 are applicable. In my example, I have already maintained 4480 for 7 years. So will 4484 apply? No. These are some of the other points. So very simple rule. Once you opt in the scheme, you have to stay for minimum 5 years. Within the 5 years, if you play around, 5 more years ineligible. Plus accounts plus audit. On the other hand, if 5 years you have decently maintained, 6th year you can opt out. Who are you to tell? I'll opt out. That time accounts needed? No. And this thing needed tax audit? No. It depends on normal provisions. If your income is more than that, then accounts you have to maintain. But will tax audit be needed? No. Got it? So these are some of the things. So if they ask a question in MCQ saying that is already maintained properly as per 44 AD for 6 years, 7th year can you opt out of it? Yes. Tax audit needed, tax audit not needed, not needed. Unless his turnover goes up beyond 10 crore, then not needed. Right? So you should be careful. Wordings are very important here. Yes, why not? You can opt in. I can opt out for 1 year, then I can opt in. Then you can stay. Once you opt in, that's it. 5 years fixed. That's what it is. So they are not telling you can never opt out. After 5 years, you opt out. No. Sir, I'll opt out 1 year, come back next year. Yes, no problem. Allowed. But once you come in, stay for 5 years. Any question? In 44 AD only, see how many this thing you can ask. MCQs. Crazy. And that too after amendment, many more can come. Always read the memorandum, guys. Available online. Read it. If at all you have a doubt, read the memorandum. Memorandum will give you the intention of the lawmaker. This thing was not there in law. Law, there was no memorandum. So it was difficult for us to figure out what the logic behind the section. Here, at least some logic you will get. And if you are constantly in touch with Supreme Court decisions, you will know why this. They will not tell here that I am overthrowing Supreme Court decision. Some explanation will tell, some will not tell. So we need to figure out, oh, because of this, it came. So always keep reading the memorandum. It will really help. That's why I downloaded and I showed you. See, very clearly given. It is the will of the legislature. You see this. An assessee is allowed to take benefit of 44AD is important. Only when the gross assets or turnover in a given year is up to 3 crore or 2 crore or 3 crore, as the case may be. In any given year after declaring income under section 4480, if the turnover of such assessee goes beyond 2 crore or 3 crore, assessee cannot declare income under 4480. Yes or no? Now, is this considered violation? He opts out because of that. Opts out means not by choice, because my turnover goes beyond 3 crore. Very, very important. Is not considered as violation, and the assessee can claim benefit under 4480 in the next year. The conditions are not satisfied. So what is opting in? Voluntarily declaring less than 8 or 6%. That's it, nothing else. My turnover became 5 crore. What can I do? Till COVID I was dying. COVID turnover doubled. Next year again it came down. No, I'll opt in. Right? So it's very clear. Okay. Auditing 44 AB will come. Ah. Hmm. No, no. If he's opted out first because of declaring less, 5 years is ineligible. That's okay. That's not for this reason, no? Because they have never told here that if you get your audited books audited, you can come back in. What have they told here? If you opt out, you cannot come back for 5 years. Very clearly given. Then they are telling if you opt out, boss, you should get your books audited also. Have they told because you got your books audited, you will again be allowed to opt in? No. Once you opted out within 5 years, you are opted out. Additional condition, get books audited. Sir, I've gotten books audited, then can I come in? No. It's like I killed somebody, then I'll go to the police station and say, sir, I killed, I'm accepting my mistake, give me a reduced sentence. That's not going to happen. Even if you surrender, the intention was to kill that person. So you will get the same sentence. The law punishes the mind. They are asking you, why did you do that? No, now you are coming and surrendering. That's a different issue. But at that time, did you intend to kill or was it by mistake? No, I intended to kill. Okay. Whether you surrender, didn't surrender, I caught you, it's the same. I will give you the same sentence. Maybe a little bit less here, few months, but the mind was at the time to kill that person, not mistake. That's what it is. Cool. So we'll take a break, and after that we shall do 44 ADA and AE and some. So this was the amendment, guys. That's why it took time.